Welcome to the Walking Dread podcast.
Yeah.
Ready for another dose of fear? Tonight we have two stories, two narratives. They're both unsettling in different ways, but they both stay with you long after you've heard them. They really make you question, like, the things you see and hear around you.
Exactly. I mean, that's kind of the point, right? To take a peek behind the curtain, behind that everyday reality, and see the darkness underneath.
Yeah. And tonight we have two really good examples of that. The first one takes place in, like, this creepy old manor. You know the kinds, right? Like every town has one with all the ghost stories and all that. But this one is a little different.
Yeah, the Blackwood Manor. Now, this story focuses on a guy, an explorer named Rick, and his experience there. It really flips the whole haunted house idea on its head.
It does. It really does.
Yeah.
So, like Rick, he's an explorer. He loves going to these abandoned places, and he goes to Blackwood Manor, ready to debunk some myths. Like, he's not expecting anything, really.
And at first, it seems like he's right. I mean, it's just a big empty house. Creepy, sure, but nothing too out of the ordinary until he starts noticing these strange echoes.
Right. And then there are the mirrors. He sees these weird reflections, distorted, like the mirrors are warped or something.
Which you'd expect in a place like that, right? Old mirrors, they get that way. But there's something off about them. And the more time Rick spends in the manor, the more unsettling these reflections become. Like they're not just distortions.
Yeah. And then there's this coldness, like these pockets of freezing air. And he starts to see something else in his own reflection.
Oh yeah, this is where it gets really creepy. It starts with his eyes. They look darker in the mirror, almost predatory.
Ugh, that's terrifying. Imagine seeing that, like looking in a mirror and not recognizing yourself. That's like a fundamental fear, isn't it?
It is. It really gets to you. And then he finds himself in the ballroom, this huge room with a massive mirror, like floor to ceiling. Yeah. And what he sees in that mirror, it's not just a reflection of the room.
It's like a twisted version of the manor, right? Mm-hmm. Like everything's warped and there's this energy coming from it, this unnatural energy. Right. And there are figures moving around inside the reflection.
And they're watching him. He gets this feeling, this overwhelming feeling that they are aware of him, that they're watching him through the mirror. And that's when it hits him, that the mirrors, they're not haunted. They're not just reflecting something.
They're doorways. They're doorways to another reality.
Yeah.
And whatever's on the other side, it wants to come through.
Exactly. And that's the point where Rick's whole perspective shifts. He's not the explorer anymore. He's the one being explored. He's trapped.
So what does he do? I mean, he's trapped in this house with these doorways everywhere.
In a panic, he smashes one of the smaller mirrors, and it's strange because the manor, it seems to react. Like there's this sound, almost like a sigh of relief, but the air gets even colder.
Like the manor itself is alive, right? Or connected to whatever's on the other side of the mirrors. But breaking one mirror obviously isn't enough. They're everywhere.
He knows that, and he also knows that other explorers, they're on their way to the manor. So in a desperate attempt to warn them, he sends out this text message.
Mirrors are doors. Don't trust your reflection. God, that's chilling. Just reading that, you can feel his terror, his desperation.
Yeah, it's a message born of pure fear.
Yeah.
And the worst part is he knows it might not even reach them in time.
It doesn't, right?
Yeah.
Because they arrive, they show up at the manor, all excited, ready for their own exploration.
And Rick sees them in the mirror, in that huge ballroom mirror, and he makes a decision, a terrible decision. He smashes the mirror, hoping to somehow protect them from whatever's on the other side.
And it works, in a way. It pulls them through. They're gone, vanished into the shattered reflection. Mm-hmm. But their screams, oh God, their screams, they stay with him. He can still hear them even after they're gone.
And on the other side, well, the mirror isn't broken. It's just cracked. And the people on the other side, they just see this strange mirror, this cracked mirror, and they think it's part of the manor's history, part of the attraction.
And inside the mirror, the explorers, they're trapped. They're still there, their faces contorted in these silent screams. And Rick, he's there too, but he's invisible. He's pounding on the glass, trying to get their attention, but they can't see him. They can't hear him.
He's a prisoner of his own warning. And the people on the other side, they have no idea. They just see this creepy old mirror, maybe a few ghostly faces. They don't know the real horror of it.
And that's just messed up, isn't it? The thing he was trying to warn them about, it used his warning to trap them.
It's a twisted kind of irony, and it makes you think, what if our own world is full of these unseen doors, these reflections that are more than just reflections? What if we're just one step away from something truly terrifying?
Yeah, that's a scary thought. Okay, let's move on to something a little different. This next story takes place, it takes place on the ocean. It's about this sailor shipwrecked all alone on a deserted island.
And this one, it's not just about isolation, it's about transformation, about the loss of self.
Right. So this sailor, his ship goes down in a storm, and he washes ashore on this island. And he's hurt, he's alone, he's desperate for rescue. But even through the storm, he hears this song.
A song, like someone singing.
Yeah, but it's not like any song he's ever heard before.
Right.
It's beautiful, haunting, and it draws him in.
Yeah.
Even in his state, he's drawn to it.
It's like a siren song, right? It's promising him something he desperately needs: rescue, comfort, companionship.
Exactly. And he follows it. He stumbles inland, guided by this strange melody, and he comes to a cove, a hidden cove shrouded in mist. And there he sees them.
Sees who? Who's singing the song?
These figures, they look like fishermen, but they're not. They're twisted, their bodies are deformed, and they have these blank eyes, and their mouths are open, and they're singing. They're singing that song.
So not exactly the rescue he was hoping for.
No, it's something far worse. It's like they've been transformed, changed into something monstrous. And as he watches, as he listens to their song, he starts to feel it happening to him.
Oh God, that's terrifying. The song, it's not just a song, is it? It's like a virus. It's infecting him, changing him.
Yeah. They lead him to this rock, this jagged rock that juts out over the water. And as they sing, he feels his own voice changing. His screams of terror, they morph, they become part of their song.
He's becoming one of them, losing himself, his humanity.
And then a ship passes by in the distance, and they hear him. They hear his voice carried on the wind. They think it's a woman crying for help. But it's him. It's him singing their song, his own terror twisted into this horrifying siren call.
That's so messed up. His attempt to call for help, it's become the very thing that's luring others to their doom.
The ship that never finds him. They search the island, but there's no trace of him. Just the mist and that song echoing in the air. They probably think it was just the wind, or maybe they think they heard mermaids. But they don't know the truth.
And he's still out there, isn't he? Still singing that song, luring more ships to the island, to their deaths, to their transformation. It's a never-ending cycle of horror.
Sometimes, some people say they hear a difference in the song, a break in the melody, like a flash of the sailor's original voice, a hint of his terror, a warning. But it's fading.
Like he's fighting back, trying to tell people to stay away.
Yeah. But the island's influence, it's too strong. Soon, that last bit of him, that last bit of humanity, it'll be gone. And there will be nothing left but the song, pure and seductive and deadly.
He won't even be a prisoner anymore. He'll be part of the prison.
Yeah.
A monster created by his own despair, by the island's twisted power.
It's a horrifying thought that something so beautiful, so alluring, could be so deadly that our own cries for help could be twisted into something that destroys us.
Yeah. It really makes you think about the things we take for granted, the things we think we understand. What if reality is more fragile than we think? What if there are things out there, things we can't even imagine, just waiting to break through?
It's a chilling thought, and it's a good place to end tonight's show. Thank you for joining the Walking Dread podcast. Don't forget to rate and follow us for more stories, more explorations into the dark side of reality, and be careful what you listen for in the dark. You never know what might be singing back.